Hi guys, welcome back to Jord&Jess. So welcome back to our channel. We apologise about the delay in getting a video out there. I know it's been around about 4 weeks or so. Me and Jordan have been very busy taking on rent-to-rents. So we're going to show you around one of them today. So if you'd like to follow me in and we'll show you around.
In this video today we're going to show you what we've been busy with and we're going to show you around one of our rent-to-rents. So this is a house in Coventry. It's close to the city centre. It's in a very good location. This is bedroom number 1. So as you can see, it's quite a big spacious room in here. We have decorated the room. That usually helps obviously to sell the room in order to put the pictures up online and whatnot. People can imagine themselves staying in the room. If you just post a bed without the bed in like this, then you know it's harder to convert people's attention to actually, oh, I want to go and view that house, because they can imagine themselves staying in the bed and whatnot. So we find that works a lot better. We usually put these light globes in every room in our properties. They're like £1.90 or something like that from IKEA, and they really help brighten up the room. So behind there is a cool white light bulb in there. You can go up there. It's quite bright anyway, and then we put the globe on, and it just helps in the night time. You obviously notice a lot more. It really just lights up the whole room, and that's like £1.90. So yeah, great. That's something we do in every room. Right guys, so we'll take you into bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 2, again, it's another double room, slightly smaller than bedroom number 1, but still a very comfortable living space. Some nice decorations have gone with the yellow theme in here. Again, we've got the globe, pictures on the wall. So as you can see, if you look up there, the smoke alarms and the safety lights, as well as the door closures, are already fitted. So this is a 5-bedroom property. It's a 5-bedroom property. The landlord used to previously rent it to students. We've now come along and he's hired us. So luckily for us, all the fire safety features are in place, and he's just going to reapply for his license and cover the cost of that, of course. So we'll take you through to the kitchen now. So this is a kitchen / communal area. So this is where they'll be, chilling out. They've got a TV there. They've got the sofas, as well as some dining space, and obviously the kitchen area as well. We will provide their obviously plates, pots and pans, frying pans, cutlery, stuff like that.
Come on up. So this is bedroom number 3. So as you can see, we went for the kind of same theme as our previous property with the picture. We actually get these pictures from the range. So we get these pictures from the range. So we pop them in every room, really nice. We find they work really well. We've got the towels on the bed for a little extra bit of a touch. And it's kind of the exact same theme as the previous property. We just thought we'd incorporate some yellow this time to switch things up a little bit and see which room the tenants prefer out of each one. Okay guys, so this is bedroom number 4. This has got a bit of cluttering at the moment, so this is what we're going to be working with though. So we're going to be getting rid of some things in here, probably the desks, getting rid of them, making the room look brighter. Yeah, making the room look brighter with obviously the globes, and then dressing the room as well. So this property we got through an estate agent. So through there we had to pitch to the estate agent, and then they would send over our offer letter to the landlord. So with that, we come round to the property, we met the landlord here, we went back and forward and did a bit of negotiating, and we've got this property for £1,000 a month. As Jordan said, he used to let the property out to students, so we used to get quite a bit more than that. But we negotiated him down to £1,000 a month, and this property makes us around £750 to £800 a month. So it's a really good, profitable property.
Well, his top line was more than that, wasn't it? But obviously, minus all of his expenses at the time, we're actually saving the money.
Yeah, we were, yeah. So this is bathroom number 1. So luckily this house, has got 2 shower rooms. So this is one of them here, and then the second one is here. So it's good to have 2 bathrooms in a big house like this, obviously.
Wait for it.
So yeah, I'll carry on. So people getting up in the morning, rushing, we need to get a shower, so it's good to have 2 showers and a 5 bed. I'd say anything over a 4 bed, so 4 plus people in the house, to have 2 shower rooms, as it's a lot nicer for the tenants as well. And then this is bedroom number 5, so we haven't done anything to this bedroom either yet. It's a very creaky door. But we're going to be changing all this around. We're actually going to be changing the layout of this room. As you can see, it's quite a weird shape. As this is a corner house, it just kind of go diagonal, so it's kind of a bit of a weird shape, but we are going to try and fit everything around and move it around the best we can to make it more spacious.
So like Jessica said, we secured this property through an estate agent, and the way we've actually negotiated the pay structure with this property, it's £1,000 per month rent, but because we were quite a young company and we went through quite a established nationwide company, then they don't really deal with small companies like us, so they say anyway, so they wasn't familiar with a guarantor. Therefore, the next option is usually to pay 6 months rent up front. We negotiated to pay 3 months rent up front. So how it works with us now is we've actually managed to meet the landlord on quite a few occasions, build good rapport with him. So now we just deal directly with the landlord. So obviously on the basis that we were paying £1,000 per month, we charge £450 per room in here. There's 5 rooms. So our profit on this property will be between the 750, 800 margin. Being conservative, we've said our profit on this property is going to be £750. But obviously because we're paying the rent quarterly, we'll actually be taking a cash flow of £1,750 monthly and then paying £3,000 back to the landlord every 3 months, if that makes sense. So when we took this property on, lucky for us, it was already fully furnished. So we haven't really put any furnitures in whatsoever. We've put in the bedding and the extra decorations, but everything you see in this room, from the bed, the mirror, the desks, and all the furnishings, were already in place for us. So that's great. So the investment in this property is actually very small. Because we went through an agent and we've negotiated to pay 3 months rent in one go, we invested 3 months worth of rent, so that's £3,000, plus an extra £1,000 for a deposit, and then £270 agent fees. So the total investment was around £4,350, somewhere along that line. But obviously the rent's going to be coming straight back, so that would be getting paid anyway, so that's not really an expense. Obviously the deposit gets held and we get that back at the end of the term, and the agent fees is the only thing that's really cost us, £270 plus VAT. Now we've put decorations in here, we've probably spent the best part of £50 on this property, and that's just buying stuff like utensils and the globes, the lights and stuff like that I told you. Obviously our dress kits, we already have our dress kits, we moved them from house to house, so they were an expense at one point, not specifically on this house.
Hi guys, so we have had a lot of people message us asking us to do videos about how we find our tenants, how we find the rent to rents, and things like that. So what we would really like you to do is if you could comment below this video any questions at all that you have, and we want to do sort of next week a video where we answer your questions. So it can literally be anything about anything in property. We'll try and answer the best we can. We don't know everything, but our knowledge is quite large in this industry, so we will try and answer the best we can. I know a lot of people are very interested in rent to rent, so if you have any questions at all, jot them down below, give us a message on social media. We have put the links below for them, and what we'll do is we'll make a list of questions that everybody wants to be answered, and we'll answer them the best we can in sort of a like Q&A sort of video for you next week. So thanks for tuning in. We will be uploading weekly again now. We're very busy, as you can see. But yeah, tune in next week and please drop any questions below. Thank you.